Life doesn't always test us when we're ready, it tests us when we're seen. It was supposed to be just another rainy afternoon, but what happened on that muddy road became a turning point, not just for a young girl trying to get home, but for the woman in the car who thought no one would ever hold her accountable. Rain poured steadily over the quiet suburban streets. Trinity, a 25-year-old girl with a backpack weighed down by soggy books and heavier burdens, walked briskly along the side of the road. Her shoes were soaked, her shirt clung to her skin, and her heart beat with the urgency of needing to get home before the storm worsened. Suddenly, the sound of revving tires pierced the stillness. A sleek, white SUV sped past, its tires slicing through a massive puddle right where Trinity stood. Splash! A tidal wave of muddy water exploded all over her. Her eyes clenched shut, her mouth gasped for air, and her heart dropped not from the cold shock, but from the sound that followed. Laughter, loud, cruel, echoing. Inside the SUV, a woman with large black sunglasses and red lipstick leaned out the window, laughing hysterically, as if Trinity's humiliation was the highlight of her day. She didn't stop, she didn't apologize, she simply vanished down the road. Trinity stood frozen, drenched in mud, fists clenched hand, eyes watching from across the street, had taken it all in. From the covered balcony of a small corner cafe, a sharply dressed man set down his coffee. He had seen everything. The splash, the laughter, the cruelty. He quietly stepped off the porch, walked across the street, and approached the girl with gentle authority. His suit was dry, but his expression was stormy. "Are you okay?" he asked, handing her a fresh napkin from his pocket. Trinity looked up cautiously, blinking mud from her eyelashes. She nodded slowly. "I'm fine," she lied. But the man didn't believe her, nor did he just walk away. "Come inside," he offered. "Let's get you warm. I own this place." Hesitant but shivering, Trinity followed. What she didn't know was that this man wasn't just a cafe owner. He was much, much more. Over a cup of hot cocoa and a warm towel, the man asked Trinity about herself, her dreams, her school, her family. He didn't mention the splash or the rich woman again. Trinity spoke softly, but her words had weight. "I want to be a teacher," she said. "But people like her, they don't think girls like me matter." The man sat back, absorbing every word. "My name's Mr. Carrington," he finally said, "and I believe people like you are exactly who this world needs." Trinity didn't realize who Mr. Carrington was until a few days later. 2 days later, Trinity received a letter delivered by hand to her school. It was an invitation to a private education foundation gala at the city's most elite venue. Confused, she showed it to her mom. "Why would they invite me?" The answer came when they walked into the ballroom that weekend. There stood Mr. Carrington, not behind a coffee counter, but on a stage, holding a microphone. He was the CEO of one of the largest scholarship foundations in the state. "Today," he said to the crowd, "we honor not wealth, but character, not privilege, but perseverance." He paused, eyes locking on Trinity in the crowd. "And today, I present a full-ride scholarship to a young lady whose strength humbles us all." The crowd clapped, cameras flashed, and just 2 rows behind Trinity, a woman in black sunglasses and red lipstick gasped. It was her, the same woman who had laughed from the SUV. Her jaw dropped in disbelief. Mr. Carrington continued, his tone unwavering. "When you think no one is watching, you reveal who you really are. Some people choose kindness, others choose cruelty. But the world has a funny way of bringing it all back around." The woman in the sunglasses couldn't hide anymore. She shifted in her seat, embarrassed. Trinity walked to the stage, chin high, heart pounding not with anger, but with grace. She didn't need revenge. She didn't need to prove anything. Because everyone could now see who she wasn't, who that woman had chosen to be. And Trinity, she was no longer just the muddy girl on the side of the road. She was a symbol of strength, a reminder that dignity has no price tag. And most of all, she was seen. On Lifelines, we share stories that remind us what's done in the dark will always come to light. Never underestimate who's watching, and never forget that kindness costs nothing but changes everything.